Science fun is back in town, always something cool. So stick around, and after this short intro, you will see. Do try this at home with Mr. G.
Hello, and welcome back to Do Try This at Home. I'm your host, Mr. G, and Do Try This at Home is the show that takes ordinary household items and turns them into something extraordinary. What are we going to do today that's going to be so extraordinary? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make something that will just baffle your mind. It will just kind of blow you away as well as blow away other people. This is something that you can actually almost trick yourself with. It's so cool. And what you're about to see, by the way, there are no camera tricks whatsoever. This will all be just shot straight. So I want you to know that what you're going to make is going to work exactly like you're going to see right here on Do Try This at Home. What are you going to need? You're going to need some Scotch tape, a couple of bills. I'm using a 20 and a 1. You're going to need some basically note cards. This is very light note card stock though, 3x5 note cards. And you're going to need some form of cardboard, about the same thickness as like, I don't know, like right here I've got old check boxes, the lids to them. This cardboard is about perfect. Now you're going to make sure that your cardboard is larger than your bill. And these checkbox lids are just perfect. It needs to be, you know, maybe about 1/4 to 1/2 inch larger all the way around than a normal bill. And what you want to do is you want to cut that into 2 squares. Okay, I've got my 2 rectangles cut out of the old check boxes. And you want these to be as close to exactly the same size as you could possibly make them. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a piece of our kind of light, what we would call note card stock, and I'm going to cut that, and these aren't too critical. These aren't nearly as critical. So you just want 2 strips that look like maybe they're about 1/2 inch wide. Now I'm going to take these 2 strips, and I'm going to take one piece of my cardboard, and I'm going to lay the strip across it this way, and the other strip across it this way, making an X in the center. You want it to be dead center, and we want to make a nice X that looks something like that, and hold them in the center. Now we're going to take our scissors and we're going to trim off the excess at the edges. Okay, now I've got an X that's perfect right in the middle like that. I'm going to set this down aside. We're going to want to take the lengthwise stock that we have left over, and we're going to go right down the middle again. Now we're going to lay this across the top edge and the bottom edge of this piece of cardboard, and we're going to cut those to the exact length. Okay, so what we should end up with is this piece that I can lay 2 strips across, one there and one there, just like that. Now the Scotch tape comes into play. I'm going to take my Scotch tape, you're going to take a small little piece of Scotch tape, and you're going to make hinge points. We're going to do these on this card and this card, laying side by side like this. What we're going to do is, actually this one's going to have to be up a little higher, and this one's going to have to be down a little bit lower. A little too close. That's okay. That's fine, just like that. Alright, what I'm going to do is, you want your X over here to be in the center of these 2 strips over here, just like I've got laid out in front of me. You see that? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my X side here, and only on one side I'm going to tape it down around the edges so that it'll hang off the edge like that. So there's my X hinged on that side. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing to the 2 strips here, so that you've got the 2 pieces hanging off the edge this way. The next thing that you want to do, following this so far, I hope so, is you want to put these 2 together just like this, right next to each other, so that they're exactly next to each other. Now we want to take some tape, and we want to tape this one so that it is taped to this edge right here, across. Oops. And I'm going to take this X piece, I'm using the X pieces now. Where the X's meet the other piece of cardboard that doesn't have the X's on them, I'm taping those straight across and into that other piece of cardboard, just like this. So now we end up with something that looks like this. Can you follow that? Now, I know it's getting kind of complicated, isn't it? Now we're going to take 2 more pieces of tape and we're almost finished, I promise. This is going to be worth it. Believe me, it will be worth it. It will be very, very cool when you're done. It will blow your mind. We're going to take these two pieces of tape and we're going to tape this piece of the cross section over to the opposite piece of cardboard. And this piece is going to be taped to its opposite piece of cardboard, just like this. When you're all done, you should have something that you can open up and look something like this. It's hinged, as you can see. We're going to take our $20 bill and our magic wallet, which again is hinged here, as you can see, and opens up. We're going to lay the bill right there. Now we're going to close our magic wallet, just like that. I've closed my wallet, right? So, let's open the wallet back up. And the bill is magically trapped between the two pieces here, as you can see. But this is the most amazing part. You'll agree with me that this bill is face down. It's a $20 bill. We've got the crosses going across it, right? Not only that, it's laying on the plain background. So plain background and crosses, right? Now we're going to close our magic wallet. And when we say the magic words and we open the wallet back up, watch. The bill is magically still on, wait a minute, the non-printed side, but how'd that happen? It's on the non-printed side, but it's behind the two strips. So we're going to close our wallet again. We're going to tap it and say the magic words. We're going to open it back up and wait a minute, the bill's over here. Okay, this gets even more confusing and more fun when you add two bills to it. Let's take our bill here and let's feed it underneath the two strips on this side, shall we? See how I'm doing that? I'm going to feed it under that strip and I'm going to feed it under that strip. Now, we've got two face down bills. The 20 has the crosses on it. It's on a plain background. The 1 has two stripes on it. It's on a colored background. We close our magic wallet, we tap it a few times, I hand it to you and say, hey, I'll tell you what, open up the magic wallet. You open it up. Wait a minute, the 20, like the 1, well, you get the picture. I hope you have a lot of fun with your magic wallet. It's going to blow your mind and blow the minds of others that you show this to. I hope you had a great time today on Do Try This at Home. I'm Mr. G. And I'll see you next time right here on Do Try This at Home! That's good. Throw the remote control before. Today we're going to be making a magic transformation machine. That's right. Yeah, that's a stupid name. And Do Try This at Home is the show that takes poked myself in the face with my thumb. That was smart. Let's try that over. Who in the world is at the door now? So, to get started with, to make your magic billfold, wallet. No billfold. Okay. Ooh, kitty hair on my tape. That's